Persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness are affecting 44% of American high school students, according to research published in The Atlantic. It's a number that's risen 18 points in the last 12 years, a situation some comedians are taking direct aim at in our local area. With laughter. One of those comedians, Brad Bonner of Sacramento, is live with me now, along with one of the students his show is trying to reach, Austin Pozos. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Austin, let's start with you. You're a senior at Oak Ridge High School. I just went over some tough numbers about how high schoolers across this country appear to be feeling these days when you hear things like depression, anxiety, maybe even thoughts of suicide. Are these issues you feel like a lot of teens may be struggling with but are kind of hesitant to talk about?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say a good number of my peers at Oak Ridge do struggle with it. They might not know that they struggle with it. But of course, like after watching the show, it did open a lot of conversation about it, and a lot of people went to teachers or adults asking for help.
Brad, you just heard what Austin had to say. Your show, One Degree of Separation, is trying to get at these issues and be of help in a different way. Why call it One Degree of Separation? Why try to open up mental health dialogue like this?
The 1 degree of separation, if you don't struggle with depression, somebody you know does. We're all connected to it one way or another. It's something that there's such a stigma to talk about. So who better than comedians to talk about something? We have no boundaries. We'll talk about anything on stage. So this is what we talk about. So we coordinated with doctors and psychiatrists and psychologists to figure out how would we talk about it? How would we address things that nobody will talk about?
Okay. Now describe the show you're going to be doing at Oak Ridge High and El Dorado Hills tomorrow.
Okay, so the show's always 4 different comedians. The comics are interchangeable, so depending upon the group, I can bring different comics in and out. Everybody will do 3-5 minutes of comedy. So the first part of the show is you get to see us in our happy place on stage. The second part of the show, 4 of us come up. We're all sit on bar stools, and we have a conversation about depression where we answer 5 questions. What's it feel like? What do others do that makes it worse? What do others do that makes it better? What do you do that makes it worse? And what do you do that makes it better? And those questions take us about an hour to answer. And within those questions, there is nothing that's not talked about. We talked about childhood trauma and suicide in our thoughts, attempts. I talk about my 5150, me getting locked up in a mental hospital and how that affected me and changed the direction of what I do. So nothing's out of bounds. And we laugh about it. You know, we're comics, so we end up laughing. We're all very good friends. We have a dinner together before we ever do a show. So there's a camaraderie and a love where it makes it safer for us to bust each other's chops.
And you're saying you laugh about it, not at it. So you know,
we laugh at ourselves.
Yeah, it's that common bond of what everybody's feeling. Now, Austin, you had the privilege, as you hinted earlier, to see this show already. So what did you think? How do you think it'll help your fellow students?
I think that, like I said, opened up a lot of conversation without making it so like dark and putting the stigma that mental health has in our society. So for sure, like I think it was like, I could say like it was amazing. So.
Wow. Now this show will not only run at Oak Ridge High School tomorrow, but also this Saturday, April 23rd, there's going to be a free show open to the public at the Thrive Community Church in Elk Grove starting at 3 p.m., runs until 4:30. So why is it so important to open this up to the public? And for both of you, what do you hope this wider weekend showing does for the entire community? Austin, let's start with you.
I just hope it makes people like realize that like if they have an issue, they have a problem, that it's okay to talk about it, and talking about it helps.
All righty. Brad?
Absolutely. We don't have all the answers as comics. I even say this on stage. We're not up here because we have the answers or any answers or even figure out our own depression. We're up here because we'll talk about it, and we have no qualms talking about it, and people leave with a sense that, oh, I can talk about it too. That's what it looks like. I enjoyed watching that, and I feel safer now talking about something that I felt was so unique to me, and it really helped me to see that there's so many different types of people on these shows, and we all have the same common story.
And that is just it, finding that common thread that lets people feel safe. They can start the discussion, and then maybe it might kind of embolden them to reach out for some more help after they realize that everybody here might be feeling some of this. It's not just
Yeah.
me, and so it's not so weird if I reach out for help. Thank you both so much for coming in to share again the show at Oak Ridge tomorrow, and then this weekend at Thrive Community Church in Elk Grove. We appreciate you coming in to share about this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Newly